The croc with the big belly. Today's character breakdown is none other than King K. Rool, making his Smash debut from the Donkey Kong franchise. This big boy's first appearance was in Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo, and he has gone on to become a main villain since. Some fun facts about this scaly king. King K. Rool's name is a reference to the word cruel. Obviously, maybe. King K. Rool likes to travel in style with a multitude of different airships, including the Flying Croc and the King Cruiser 2 and 3, and King K. Rool has had many aliases, including Commander K. Rool and Captain K. Rool. What's up, YouTube? I'm Choctopus, and we're back with our second character guide in what is a weekly series. Today we're going to talk about King K. Rool, who seems to have everything going for him. He has great air attacks, solid tilts, super armor, projectiles. Believe me, there's a lot of reasons why King K. Rool is my favorite heavy right now. Number one, he's beefy. He can take quite a few hits. Number two, his kit is well balanced. Some others might prefer to use a word like broken, or cheap, or I 3. His projectiles give him good potential to zone and rack up damage. Last week's breakdown was Inkling, so if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it in the description below, but let me know in the comments section below, what character do you want to see next? Let's get to it. King K. Rool's neutrals are actually really good, and they come out pretty quick. So if you hit A, or if you just hold A, he does this palm attack, but if you connect it, it's going to turn into this slash kick, and it deals a decent amount of damage. You can kind of just walk up to people and use your neutral A combo. If you want to charge in, which is also really good, he has his belly attack, which has super armor, and it's one of like the 10 skills that he has that has super armor. It's actually pretty wild. Let's talk about King K. Rool's smash attacks. Now, King K. Rool has such a good kit that you don't need to rely on them as much, because honestly, if you're going for a kill, you're better off using an air attack or a tilt or a grab. You can use his smash attacks, but they take a really long time to get out, so I wouldn't rely heavily on them and use them as damage dealers. Use them when you know it's going to be a sure thing and when you can land it. So starting out with his forward smash, you have this boxing glove punch. I think fully charged, it does, what, like 31 or 32 damage. It's pretty strong. You have his down smash, which is an actual AoE attack. You can do it on both sides and it hits. So if you're going up against a opponent that is doing a lot of rolling, your best bet is to use a down smash to hit him on either side. Now his up smash is one of his many moves that has super armor. It is this belly flop that is similar to Luigi's taunt. It's pretty good. You can use it when someone's attacking you because, like I said, if you get it out in time, it has super armor. They won't be able to counter it, and they'll actually take the damage. Next up, we have King K. Rool's special attacks, and his special attacks are really good because a couple of them are projectiles, and you can use them for zoning. So you have his neutral B, which is this cannonball that fires from his musket or his pistol in his Captain K. Rool outfit, and if the cannonball actually connects, you can suck it back up, and you can fire it upward. Now, unfortunately, it is a fixed angle that it's fired out at a second time, so it's good if you hit someone on the edge. So let's see if we can do this right. You hit someone over here, you suck it back up if they're going to recover. This is not, I'm not going to be able to do it against a computer player, but especially one that's standing still. But if you have someone that is recovering like that, and you know they're going to come up over the ledge, you can actually catch them with the cannonball. I've done it before. It's not exactly the easiest thing to hit, but it's just another way to cover above you. Another cool thing is you can actually use the musket to suck players up and throw them off the stage. So it's going to shoot them at that upward angle like it does with the cannonball the second time. But if you're a little intimidated with playing on the edge of the map, or maybe ledge guarding and doing some air attacks, if you're not as comfortable playing off the stage, this is a really good way to ledge guard with him, because you can just stand here and at really high percentages, you can just KO. It's really easy to do. You just stand at the edge, and unless your opponent really knows how to get out of it, you're going to catch them almost every time. Unless they're going over you, you can stand here, catch them, suck them up, shoot them out. His side B is this crown throw, which kind of acts like a boomerang. Now, it's a little awkward because when he catches it, he'll stop what he's doing to grab it. Now, you can actually break through that if you use a running attack. So let's see, if we use a dash attack, he'll actually catch the crown back on his head and land it. Now, in most cases, there's knockback on this, so there's really no reason to do that. You can actually dodge the crown on the way back if you don't want to stop. So if you want to play some mind games, you can end up with the crown behind you, but once you lose it, if an enemy picks it up or if it's off the stage, you're going to have to wait for it to respawn. So you want to be careful with using your crown because you want to make sure you have it with you if you need to zone your opponent. But like I said, you can throw it, you can jump over it. It's going to end up behind you. So you don't want to use it maybe all the way back here because it'll end up off the stage. So if I dodge it here, it's gone. I have to wait for it to respawn. However, if you're all the way up here and you are, let's say you're zoning your enemy, you could jump over, and if you want to do some air attacks, then you know you have it back here that you can run and grab it. King K. Rool's down B is this counter, and it's a good counter, but you have to make sure that you're facing your enemy when using it, because it only defends on one side. So if you're getting attacked from the back and you use your counter, it's not going to defend against anything. It does have a really long duration, so you can actually catch him at the tail end of it, and it'll still counter the attack. Now, you got to be careful you're not using it continuously because his belly does crack. But like I said, it has a really long duration, so let's set Ryu to do a side smash. And I think at 90%, it'll actually kill him. Let's see. Yeah, so look, it has a long duration. We're catching him, like, really at the tail end of our counter. It's dealing 39 damage, and it's sending him flying, so that's a lot of damage. Last but not least, we have his up B, which is his little helicopter recovery, and believe me, it is a really good one. You know, with King K. Rool, you can play all the way down here, and you can still manage to recover and then have some time. So, you know, if you need a heavy character to play with, and, you know, you are, like I said, intimidated with playing off the edge, King K. Rool is a good character to start with because I can go way into the blast zone and still make it up. Also, the up B actually does damage if you are under them, so if you throw Ryu up here, you can actually KO if you can juggle them up with it. Let's see, up throw. Yeah, so if you hit him a couple times, you know, you could actually cheese him with it. I mean, it's not likely, it's not what you're going to kill with the most, but the option is always there. Okay, King K. Rool's tilts are where it's at. His tilts are really, really good, and they combo well. First, you have his forward tilt, which is this clap. It's another one of his attacks that has super armor, so you can use it, and you can actually break through and still deal damage if someone's attacking you. His down tilt is a little tricky because it has a couple of different properties. Depending on how close you are, it will either plant him in the ground or it will knock him up. So if you're far away, it's going to launch him a little bit. Let's see, it dealt 8.4, whereas if you're close, it's going to deal a little more. Now, obviously, you want it to be closer because his down tilt comes out pretty quick, and you can use it to root them in the ground, which you can follow up with a forward smash, which is pretty tough. But in most cases, you're probably going to use his neutrals to deal more damage, or you're going to use his, nope, not that, or you're going to use his up tilt. Don't get me wrong, you can definitely use King K. Rool's forward smash, up smash, or down smash out of his down tilt, but against better players, they're not going to give you the opportunity. But against newer players, feel free. It's going to take them a while to figure out how to get out of that hole, and by the time they figure it out, you'll have punched them right in the face. King K. Rool's up tilt is this swipe upward, or this uppercut. It comes out pretty quick, it's useful, so if you get someone rooted in the ground, you can use the up tilt to actually deal some damage. Okay, let's talk about King K. Rool's air attacks. Now, for heavy, King K. Rool is really, really freaking good in the air. Starting out with his neutral air, which is this inflated belly attack, which is similar, if not the same exact thing to King DDD's neutral air. You can short hop out of it, or into it. You can fast fall out of it. It's really good. Now, I like to use it when I'm throwing my crown. If they happen to dodge it, I'll come over the crown, and I'll come out with the neutral air, and it deals a lot of damage. It has some pretty good knockback. I don't know what the kill potential is on it. Let's raise the damage a little bit. Let's go to, let's say, I don't know, 60 or 70. Let's go to 70 and see. Let's see. So it has decent knockback. I mean, you're not going to kill someone with it because he has stronger air moves, but it's good because it has super armor. Next up, we have King K. Rool's forward air. His forward air is also really good because you can short hop into it, you can fast fall, it comes out really fast, so you can just bounce around and use his forward air. It's this double leg kick. If you're newer to the character, this is probably the air move you're going to be using the most, because like I said, it comes out really quick. You know, you can get it out fast, and you can get some horizontal distance to kind of cheese your opponents. Also, you can basically run off the ledge and use it without risking too much. Next, we have King K. Rool's down air, which is this this two-legged stomp similar to Ganondorf's. Now, it's really good because you can short hop into it, so you don't have to just exclusively use it to spike. It deals a decent amount of damage too, so let's see, 12 damage. Comes out pretty fast, and you can actually combo it pretty well into some overhead attacks. But we get Ryu off the stage, let's see. Oh, that missed, but if you hit the sweet spot, it does spike. There you go. Yeah, so it spikes at higher damages. Next up, we have King K. Rool's back air, which also spikes. It is this claw swipe, similar to Mario's forward air. It takes a little longer to get out, so I don't recommend going really hard with it off the edge, especially, like I said, if you're a newer player and you're not as experienced with, you know, playing off the edge of the map. But you can actually just stand here at the edge, and you can ledge guard, and let's see. If I can get him to recover right, you know, this is a pretty good place to stand. You can practice it here. You know, you'll get people that do recover higher, and it'll be easier to spike them. Oop, almost. So if they're doing a higher recovery, and you know you can catch them, you can spike them with your back air without having to risk too much because you're only standing on the edge. You just do a quick short hop and a back air. Now, lastly, we have King K. Rool's up air, which is this upward head thrust or headbutt. It's actually really good in the air, so if you do get someone to a higher damage, it KOs pretty easily. It's a little tricky of a move, though, because there's a big delay with, after you use it, using your second jump. You know, it's going to take like 2 seconds before you can use your second jump, so be careful when you're using it off the ledge, you know, especially if you're relying on your second jump to recover. Not that you're really going to need it with his up B, to be honest, but I just thought I should mention it. Honestly, the best use of your up air is going to be when you have enemies overhead and you're looking to kill. Overall, King K. Rool's air attacks are really good. They're really good for ledge guarding, so if you are hanging out on the ledge over here, you know, you can get in some good back airs. If you want to try and spike your opponent, you know, you can hop off and do some quick down airs. You can even catch them if you know they're going to go overhead. You have that little bit of travel that comes with the up air. So another way to catch them is to think that, or try to trick them into thinking that you're going to spike them, and actually hit them with the up air, and then recover from there. Finally, we have King K. Rool's grabs and throws. So you have his down throw, you have his up throw, you have his back throw, and then you have his forward throw. Now, without even having to say a word or mention it, everyone knows that his down throw is probably his best because it roots you in the ground. When I first saw it, I thought, damn, that's incredibly OP, and it is, because you can easily combo it into some neutrals or into an up tilt, but like I said earlier, don't get too smash happy, especially if you're playing against veteran players or players who know what they're doing or are decent, because they're going to dodge it every time. If you're playing against new players, fine, you'll be able to land those smash attacks and kill confirm, but you're better off using things like neutrals and up tilts, because you're going to at least get that damage in there. King K. Rool's up throw is also really good. It does a lot of damage. You can combo it into things like his up tilt and his up air, so let's see. You know, really rack up the damage in there. I'm a big fan of his back throw for the main reason that he takes your face and he drags it across the pavement. But seriously, it sets up really nicely into some air attacks, especially at the edge of the map because it has some nice distance. Now, last up, we have his forward throw. Now, his forward throw is stronger than his down throw, but honestly, the down throw has the rooting property, so it's by all means better. I honestly think you're going to be using forward throw the least because it doesn't combo well into anything, and, you know, it's not very practical to use. So that's it. That's all we have for today's character breakdown. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Take what you've learned, go forth and play some King K. Rool. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. We're doing character breakdowns every single Friday. Every week. That's right, we're going to be doing this for like 80 weeks or however many characters there are or they decide to add to the game. If you want to see a specific character next, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. If you have any questions, feel free to follow me on social media, and you can tweet at me or DM me on Instagram or whatever. But thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and we will catch you in the next one. See ya.